In between episodes, Billy and I actually had a talk about mortality and the dying wishes of family members.
Fun, fun, fun!
It was very strange. That's not the normal sort of conversation a video game brings on. How fascinating.
But enough chatter about death. We're the Bittersweet Gamers.
I'm the Opinionator?
And I'm We Squared.
Yay, death! You know, Nick is still incredibly suspicious. And just like you pointed out last time, I have no idea what the heck is on his face, but I do feel really bad for the guy because he just totally got set up.
Yeah, this is so obvious this was a setup, especially since we're familiar with a certain person's hairstyle now.
Yeah.
I have no idea who it could possibly be.
You know, something else I wanted to say really briefly. I don't want to go on and on about it like I did last time. But something else that I had a problem with that scene was that we didn't have, like, neither we, the players, nor any of the characters here actually had some sort of a connection with Diane. At least when we did it with... At least when it happened with Becky, since we had done the quest for Quint and the quest for Becky herself, we actually did kind of get to know her and had a little bit more of a connection. And since she was innocent instead of like adversarial, like we got with Diane, but not too adversarial, then it's like we made us care more. Right.
No, I agree.
And it's like we didn't get to see anything good about Diane. Nothing good at all. Just the bad. We've even gotten to see something good about Carol, who is also crappy.
Yeah.
At least Carol is Thomas's sister, and they have like a business together.
Right.
So it's like that actually makes her not seem so bad. With Diane, it was all bad, and so it just made her look weird. And there. Well, look at that. There was a quest for Diane.
Are you trying to tell me we didn't do enough side questing?
We're not devoted enough!
Oh my god! Thankfully, we're time-traveling FBI agents, so we can go back in time and do this.
Can we retroactively care like that?
Probably not. What's that, Willie? Timmy fell down a well.
What's that, Willie? Kaysen pushed Timmy down the well? Okay, even if he doesn't just run off with the pendant. This is odd.
This is pretty weird, yeah.
Maybe he's not going to go to Kaysen. And I also seriously thought he was going to start lapping up the blood because I'm not entirely sure that a dog would do that.
I'm still here, buddy.
Is there a problem? Is there a problem, dog?
Dog? Listen to his footsteps.
Are his legs made of plastic?
I'm still here! I love how he's leading me down a very linear path that I could have followed on my own.
So just like how we tracked Nick, and it was incredibly slow and ridiculous, so too do we have to follow Willie. He's just going to lead you to like a sausage.
How much hunger does it recover?
So this is where it happened in the first place, but why is Willie leading us here?
Maybe to try and, like, deflect suspicion from Kaysen.
You know what would be interesting if it turned out that Kaysen was actually not behind anything, but actually trying to stop it?
That would be really interesting.
Oh yeah, this is the room where they were arguing, and that just had to have been where the murder took place.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because he didn't find the place with all the velvet.
Shouldn't the law enforcement officers have been the ones who were so interested in finding the scene of the initial assault, not murder? She wasn't dead yet.
Right.
Shouldn't the law enforcement people be doing this instead of having to have a comic dog sidekick lead them here? Well, I mean, York isn't really even an FBI agent, so...
Yeah, we've got a comic detective on the case here.
And, you know, this music is like... Well, it's like
there's something to take
fun...
first. Any
like the fun
cans
town music.
Oh, yeah. Any cans of soda or...
Who cares? This game does that a lot with like completely inappropriate music, which it happens so often, and the storytelling is generally consistent. So I swear that's on purpose.
That makes... She died in the bath. Oh, no? That's not what I'm heading towards?
Maybe you really should be heading towards, you know, where she got stabbed.
Willie, Alright, fine, I'll go in the bathroom.
Maybe you were in Willie's way.
Quite possible. Are you serious?
No, he didn't just lead you to a stabilizer.
Yeah.
There's...
Oh! Why, hello there.
There we go.
Oh, Scott, I had to hold it.
Once again, this shouldn't have happened because a dog led you here.
Well, there's a sapling.
This is the special route that Kaysen uses.
Willie, are you out there?
To talk to Diane.
Kaysen, what are you doing in there?
York, is that you?
Help,
Thank
I've been
God.
locked in the
I
basement.
can't get this door open. Can you unlock it from your side?
No, leave it there!
Stand away from the door.
Oh, yeah! Not even in my inventory.
But yeah, it is.
Oh, right, I forgot I couldn't
It
take it
won't
out.
let you put it away.
Oh, dear Lord.
I see. So when George or Nick came
Where's
in,
Diane? And what are you doing here?
caught them,
I was going to ask you the same
in
thing.
the
Right.
beginning of the act.
Yeah.
Let's just say I have my reasons, you know, private reasons. I don't really have to tell you, do I?
Yeah, you do.
Actually, you do. Diane just died a moment ago.
What?
Are you gonna start
You're
gyrating
not just a
again?
key witness now. You're now a suspect. And you need to tell me exactly what you were doing here.
Yeah, this needs to get
What?
resolved.
Yeah.
You can't let him walk
I just
off
came
anymore.
here to talk with Diane, to have a conversation.
Is that what they
And
call
I
body
it?
suppose
language.
that kiss mark on your cheek is from your conversation.
I wanted to ask her what in flagrante.
Delico?
This
Something
was
like
just a
that?
spur of the moment thing.
Which is
They always
exactly
are.
what killed Diane.
Ooh, look at that glare.
Okay. I came here to be with Diane. You happy now?
Well, that's obvious.
We've been together before, a couple times. It's one of the reasons why I
That
like
makes sense.
coming to this
Yep.
town, see? This time is no different. I bumped into her in a bar in Seattle. I had some holiday coming up. Well, so
I mean, he
so
runs
just
his own
took
business,
it,
I
and
think.
I drove her back here.
Yeah. Why is he always carrying around?
I have
dang
a wife,
sapling?
you know, but we've been separated for a while. We're going through a divorce right now, and I don't want her lawyer finding out.
Makes sense.
There's a typo in the subtitles.
Oh.
I don't want to her lawyer.
Whoops. Judging eyes.
How could I kill Diane if I was in a room locked from the outside? 2 hours ago, me and Diane, we were taking
So,
it easy.
this is not what I was
drinking
expecting.
upstairs,
Right?
To have happened here.
enjoying ourselves. Then Nick had to show
I mean, this is the
up.
problem when you're just banging
Well,
everybody
then Diane
in
had
or
a sudden
out of
change
town.
heart.
Then
She locked me up in here.
they're clearly not just discussing art.
Rembrandt
I've
and
just
who,
been
Turner?
here, waiting for
Yeah.
her to come back, of course, but she didn't. I heard footsteps a couple of times, but they just passed by.
I used R2 to hold my breath.
Then I passed out.
Now then, I couldn't wait anymore, so I let Willie here out through the window.
Must be one of those basement windows.
Yeah.
Then you showed up instead of Diane.
And my expectations were considerably lowered.
Zach, Diane has become the third victim of our killer.
So
And nada from questioning Nick. Nothing. Got no new leads from questioning
You
Nick.
just said that.
really?
He's
York,
taken the
buddy?
death of Diane really badly. In shot
Why
the
didn't
works.
Why didn't
He
they
claims
show
to
that?
have liked talking with her about art. But he also had a problem with her views about men.
Oh, that's
He says
interesting.
that they
Huh.
argued, but not at a level that would lead to
So,
a murder.
They really
They
were
about to
just
head out to the bar
friends.
again together. But while he was waiting for
Really?
Diane, someone knocked him out cold.
That's suspicious, but
He has no idea who it was either.
well, you know, like
Of course,
saying that he had a
Kaysen
problem
looks like a
with her
prime
views
suspect.
about men. Maybe it was
that door
maybe
was
he was
locked from
also
the
trying
outside.
to like be a good
There's no other
influence
way
on
in
her.
or out.
Maybe. How weird.
Which means there is
I
no
mean, he's still an
evidence
a-hole,
involved
but-
at this time.
How
He
unexpected.
did say something else.
Why would you treat your own
The
wife
footsteps
like
he
that?
Yeah.
heard outside the room were not heels, but a man's boots.
Right.
And Nick was wearing boots.
Uh,
But now that Diane's dead, no one can back up Nick's statement. Which
I
is
mean,
why we have Nick
just
in
like
custody and have to
Cicero
let
said,
Kaysen go free.
Qui
That seemed like
bono,
the only
who
option at this
benefits?
One more thing, Zach. George looked terribly depressed.
and drunk.
I guess this case is really getting to him.
Not
He's
suspicious
really
at
responsible for the
all.
deaths of Becky and Diane. Take his rules and confidence away from him. I wonder what's left. Well,
Yo.
of course, he'd still have muscle.
It'd be kind of interesting if George saved the day at the very end.
Yeah.
Like, burst in and, like, help save York from the Raincoat Killer. I mean, we still totally suspect that he's the one.
I mean, it is good, though, that we keep trying to figure out how to pin it on absolutely everybody around. I mean, we were trying to pin it on Diane before, too.
Well, she's clearly involved somehow.
And speaking of which, you know what we missed?
What?
The locket.
You're right, the locket wasn't here.
I mean, maybe Diane had it, but they just haven't got to that yet.
Quite possibly, yeah.
Zach, let's get back to the hotel. First Anna.
Are
then
we going to
Becky.
do a recap
Now Diane.
when we get back to the hotel?
I'm not looking forward to writing this investigation report.
No.
Agent Morgan. York. Do you have a moment?
I'm here to be suspicious
What is it,
at you.
George?
Moment for you, George. Anytime.
There's something I'd like to talk to you about.
Oh! Oh,
Do you have
yes!
any time?
Yes!
Can't
I
we
have
just
all the
do it
time
here?
in the world.
If possible, I'd like to go to a bar. Of course, we don't really have to.
A bar? Now that sounds like a good idea.
Woohoo! Alcohol just wakes
Zach,
me up.
What do you think? We can go
But he
drinking
can
with
survive
George,
without it,
or
he
turn
says.
him down and head back to the hotel.
Obviously you go drinking with George.
Yes. Anytime those choices come up, I'm always panicked. I'll accidentally, like, hit the movement button and pick the wrong one.
Right. However, we'll pick back up with it next time.